And here we are. Let's find that pearl. We've already fought off a chimera. How bad could a pearl be? Okay, very bad.
There it is. With me, Toggle.
You gotta remember, the secret to this is that I want to just keep dodging things so that it builds it up really fast. Come on, girl. Any better position than that? Much better position. Come on, half a bar. There we go. Damn it, we got knocked out of it right at the end. Oh. That's all I needed. And while that's happening, we go into Diamond Dust, Fervent Fury, Lemon Break, Mesmerize, and then Giga Flare. There we go. It took a little bit of a warm up to get the Mega Flare going, but once it was, that became an extremely easy fight.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
You would have thought turning the game into a bullet hell would be to my benefit.
Lord
Any
Rossby,
casualties?
the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you.
It wasn't even that hard a fight,
We
really.
were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
For now, I'm pretty sure it's
I
not
think
going to
it
be the
might.
final one here.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
You
No,
stayed
Sir
alive.
Wade. It's us who should be thanking you.
There's not that much to
You
be
brought
saved
us
here in
together.
Eastpool.
Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore.
The people of this
We're
world
free
have
men
treated
now.
you terribly.
So we have to start
And it's
acting
hard
like
to
it.
get past that.
We have to fight to protect what's ours. To protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
They'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Yaha! Another village temporarily on the mend until the blight
We're
swallows
not
it.
slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now,
I'm not
too.
sure if I agree with that.
And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
Rosarians
I
definitely
think you'll
treated
find it's East
bear
Pudlian,
as
Sir Wade.
East
You
Pudlian.
should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight
yeah,
too.
Rosaria
the
treated
rest
the
getting
bear as better
outclassed.
than everyone else did,
Speaking of
but they were
which, I ought to
still
be getting
considered
back.
indentured servants.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, ain't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
What, you didn't bring the pay with you? Ah. How could you?
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
Where we ended it with a fight against a Morble.
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield.
That I had no
That whatever trials Eastpool may
sense.
face, I shall never lose courage.
I had more muscles than
Thanks to
brains.
So, Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
Eastpool, maybe. Rosaria is a big place for one man to
I'll do my
protect.
best.
Especially when he's meant to be helping out here, protecting the bearers. Okay, Martha, give us our reward, please. We have things to do.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
Yeah,
I
all in
just
the
did
day's
what I
work.
could.
And it's only right that you get
We are a
rewarded for
RPG
it.
protagonist after
Take
all.
it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again.
For now.
And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your
I
idea.
certainly didn't, considering how
I
people
know
were treated
that,
around
but
here.
I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to
Oh,
eye.
do tell.
What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Flashback time.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about.
And then you became best friends
Before I
evermore.
knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed.
Sounds
And then I
about
did
right.
the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are
I
to
wonder
achieve.
how high
Which
those
is why
ambitions
those of us
went.
who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
Like, was
It's
the
almost
better
enough to give
treatment
you a
of
little bit
bears
of
only a
hope.
thing during Elwyn's time?
Just a little.
Anyway,
Were they
enough
treated
nattering.
just as badly
Better
in
get back to
Rosaria
work.
before
Let's see
he
about
took
making
power?
everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Sorry, but I've got to go back to the hideaway. I don't have time to stay for dinner. Maybe another time. Martha's Rest signboard for Clive's chambers, which tells me that we are done with Martha's Rest quest lines for now. Okay, we have 2 quests to hand in the hideaway, and then we can wrap up. Right. One of them is all the way in Mid's dungeon, and the other is
Covered in nicks and lumps, a lot of them.
over at the
It's a wonder
forge.
they can still walk.
And both of them unlock something for me. Oh, cool. Let's see what we get from this one. The forge one is obvious. That's going to be a new weapon set or something. But
So, she
oh,
don't need
right.
seals.
Last time this was an increased item pouch. I wonder if it's going to be the same.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon.
It's been a whole week.
So, is it good news or bad?
We got your
Good,
echoes.
thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million! I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away!
And what's that smelter going to allow us to do? Sometime later.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace! Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine.
Please
really.
do tell.
My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what
I
we needed
feel like
to perfect
that's
it.
not
It's a metal, see? So
what
it's
would
lovely and
actually help.
strong, but it's also, well,
but
stretchy,
okay.
if you can believe it.
It's just reminding me of
stretchy metal.
Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you just pay a guy to
Well,
teach you how to
if you
fold your
insist.
items better in
That
space more.
is the spirit.
Basically
Love
teaching you how to
it.
play
I promise.
Tetris. Oh well.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway.
So what does that increase our caps to?
Can't think of any right now, but
9 and 6?
that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe
I'm guessing
even out
9
there
and
too.
6.
One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Quest complete. Inventory maximize. That's as far as that's gonna go. Okay, potions. We can now have 8 potions, 5 high potions, and 4 tonics. Nice. With 2 Ds. Okay. And finally, let's go see what we got from Black. It's a new weapon from what they were saying. I wonder if it's one that I can afford to make. Oh, while we're here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting
Hello,
you back so
Desiree.
soon. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Dalamil stores, and as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune. 20 clutch mines, wirites, mad dash, and ability points.
You earned this. Come again. I may
Yeah,
have
I
more for you.
definitely overfarmed the
How
ability
do you
points.
split the sea?
Oh well. I did that in my off time, and it is what it is.
Come back.
Hey Karen, I'll be back in a little
Tell
bit.
me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
You got my sword for me? Please say yes.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
Mm-hmm.
The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its
The one that
edge.
we only have one of.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Me! Oh wait,
And,
you mean yeah,
Save
yeah.
that talk to the thing's
Black
finished,
Bolt,
yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Cue epic montage. Or hammer sounds on a black screen. Sometime later.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Ooh, that does look fancy.
The sword to end all swords.
Right?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
The end of everything.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here. A list of materials.
Oh no.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
What are we making
We
now?
reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
We got a new sword
what I'd like
and
to
a
see.
recipe for another new sword.
You leave this list with me. I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea.
Really?
No more drinking to forget my past.
Friendship reforged.
It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Can I have sword, please? And then see what I need for the other sword. Got a Demoran. And Ragnarok. Ooh, 325, 325. So got a sorry, Ragnarok is gonna be a one of a kind. And what does
do I
Got a
look at?
Demoran need?
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again. let alone work together.
Oh, you
If it
did.
hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best. So, what
oh, we can make this. Not that there's much need to.
no scratches, right?
But I'm sure it will be important for the next one, right? Alright, there's Excalibur, which is actually fairly weak. And got a Damarang. We need Orichalcum, which we have one of. We need 2 more. We need Darksteel, which we need 2 of, which is a drop from a hunt. And Primitive Battlehorn, which is a drop from a hunt. Oh boy. We've got a bit to do yet then.
Fine.
Okay, with that,
We've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
that's where we're going to wrap up for now.
Farmers are
Next time on Final
abandoning
Fantasy
fields,
16, we're
traders
heading
are
over to the
Most of
infirmary
what
and
we have now
continuing the
comes from
story.
here in the hideaway.
See you then.